In the golden age of American television, when laughter was medicine and sitcoms were the cultural heartbeat of living rooms across the country, Kenneth Washington stood as a proud and steady presence. Though soft-spoken in demeanor, his role carried immense weight, especially during a time when African-American actors were still fighting for space in an industry riddled with limitations. Kenneth, born in 1951, became best known as Sergeant Richard Baker on the hit CBS show Hogan's Heroes, stepping in during its final season. He was the first and only black actor in the main cast, and although his time on the show was relatively short, it was monumental in its symbolism. He wasn't just a character placed into a story. He was a signal that television was evolving, however slowly, and that diversity had a rightful place even in shows centered on World War II-era themes. For countless young black viewers, seeing Kenneth on screen brought a quiet pride, a moment where they could feel seen in a show that otherwise belonged to a different world. But Kenneth was never loud about his accomplishments. He let his integrity, professionalism, and performance speak for themselves. Beyond Hogan's Heroes, Kenneth Washington was a man of quiet dedication, both to his craft and to the dignity with which he carried himself through life. He appeared in episodes of Dragnet, Adam-12, Starsky and Hutch, and Mission Impossible, but he was never one to chase the spotlight. Off camera, he was a deeply principled man who believed in creating positive change, often mentoring young actors and advocating for representation in Hollywood long before it became a mainstream conversation. His private life was filled with love, especially for his family, with whom he remained closely bonded throughout his life. On July 18, 2025, Kenneth passed away at the age of 89, marking the end of an era. He was the final surviving main cast member of Hogan's Heroes. But his death wasn't just the closing chapter of a television legacy. It was the farewell to a man whose quiet strength left an imprint on Hollywood's long and winding road toward equality. As fans and colleagues alike mourn his passing, we remember not just the roles he played, but the barriers he helped quietly dismantle. Kenneth Washington may have spoken his lines with subtlety and grace,